This week, the Senate Judiciary Committee is set to advance Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's nomination to the Supreme Court. Though Jackson is the most qualified nominee in recent history, a bipartisan approval was in doubt until Senator Susan Collins said she would vote yes. But listen to one of her Republican colleagues' convoluted reasoning.
She's certainly qualified. I think you've got a great personality. I think will be a good colleague on the court. I won't be supporting her, but I'll be joining others in understanding the importance of this moment.
What? Well, tell me how you really feel, why don't you?
Well, I think the lifetime appointments have a different criteria than other appointments. I've supported a significant number of President Biden's nominees to offices that will end, their time will end while he's still in office or when he leaves office. I think that's a different criteria than putting somebody on the court for life. And she just doesn't meet the criteria that over and over again I've said in the last decade that the advise and consent part of the Constitution gives the Senate more responsibility than just saying, she's qualified, you appointed her, we're going to approve her.
Joining me now, Tara Setmeyer, Senior Advisor to the Lincoln Project and former GOP Congressional Communications Director. Maya Wiley, MSNBC legal analyst and civil rights attorney, and back with us, Sunday Show's special correspondent, Aunt Gloria. Thank you all very much for coming to the Sunday Show. Tara, talk to me about Senator Blunt. Talking about Judge Jackson, it sounded like he was talking about somebody who was running for Miss Congeniality. She has a great personality. She'll be great with her colleagues. But she doesn't meet the criteria? What in the what?
Hey, Jonathan, listen, it's absurd. The rationalizations that Republicans are trying to put forth for not supporting this woman are just asinine. And they know it, but they can't. They're digging. They're trying to find something to justify this. She is more qualified than the last 3 Supreme Court justices that Donald Trump nominated. Let's be honest. She has more experience as a judge. She has an impeccable record. She was nominated and successfully confirmed 3 other times. But you're just getting the musings of a bunch of mediocre white men who are threatened by the excellence of this black woman about to make history on the Supreme Court. And they just cannot bring themselves to support her and support history. It is so transparent. And every time they open their mouths and qualify that, well, we're going to appreciate the moment, but we don't think she's qualified. It just shows how absurd the Republican Party has become. Mm-hmm. If anyone deserves bipartisan support, it's Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Right. Maya Wiley, your response to the senator.
Well, Tara's absolutely right about the qualifications of Ketanji Brown Jackson. I just want to point to one thing that Senator Blunt said that defies the logic he's using not to vote for her. He said and he is right that he has consistently said it's not just about, qualification for a lifetime appointment. He's said that before. I believe he voted for Justice Kavanaugh, who I would argue academically qualified, but I would argue demonstrated he wasn't qualified for a lifetime appointment based on his behavior and accusations against him. But secondly, some Republicans had voted twice for Ketanji Brown Jackson to have a lifetime appointment. Her district court judge appointment was a lifetime appointment. Her appellate court appointment was a lifetime appointment. This is not the first vote about whether this esteemed jurist should be appointed to a lifetime gig. She has a lifetime gig right now on the D.C. Circuit. Republicans voted for her, including Lindsey Graham. So I think Tara's point about this isn't really about her qualifications. Is what makes this the most offensive moment I think I've seen in a confirmation process, almost, except, we did have Kavanaugh. But in the sense that she is so utterly qualified and this isn't about her. I actually think this is much more about politics and looking for wedge issues and finding one for upcoming elections. And they know and understand she's qualified, and that's what makes it horrendous.
And on Gloria, you know, Maya just brought up something that I can't believe I didn't even think of. Senator Blunt voted for Justice Kavanaugh. The same man, and like if he's going to talk about, oh, she's got a great personality about Judge Jackson. Meanwhile, before he was on the court, remember his Supreme Court hearing where he's barking at senators and popping off and being downright nasty? What do you make of that?
Oh, yes.
That the man who voted for Kavanaugh has a problem with Jackson?
It's always the same. They feel like they can do more than what we can do. You know, she can not afford to, lash out or be emotional, but he can. They accept their own, but they don't accept us. And it's so obvious with this nomination. There's a fear that, yes, you may have a diverse Congress and more diverse than what it is now. But those who are in power, who have been there so long, it's very difficult for them to understand that things are going to change. They want things to remain the same, especially the Republicans. We cannot go back to the prior 4 years. We need to move forward. And if they can hold it back to that previous 4 years, they will. But it's always been that case. I've seen it myself. We cannot afford to react. We have to make sure we're in control. Because she's just an emotional Black woman. That's what they're going to say. Well, Kavanaugh was able to do this, and nobody, they weren't concerned about that. But we cannot afford that.
Right. I was going to get you on, Gloria, to define the we. I know who the we is. Tara knows who the we is. Maya knows who the we is. But now everybody knows who the we is. The we is African Americans and Black women in particular. It's sometimes I hear some of these folks, who are, Team Will, are the same people who were just fine with Judge Jackson maintaining her composure when I saw what I saw. And if she had gotten up from that table, strode over to Lindsey Graham and bumped him, I would have been like, hey. But we know that never would have happened. Right?
I know, but I would love to have seen it.
You know what? On that note, we're gonna leave it there because I'm already over time. We have to take a break. Stay with us. This conversation continues after the break. Later, California Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren joins Yasmin Boussagian live to discuss